Welcome to day 9 in my 30-day ephemera challenge. We're going to transform index cards. Oh my goodness. We can make them into tags, we can make them into pockets, and we can make them into tuck spots. Won't you join me? Hi, best buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. I have a few index cards here. My index cards are 5 inches by 3 inches. And I've chosen to coffee dye one side of these index cards. And this is the side that you'll be journaling on, if you choose to use them for journaling cards. But you can also use this piece of ephemera to make pockets out of. So if you decide to make a few of these and put them in your ephemera stash, when you go to decorate your journal, you can decide if you want to use this piece of ephemera for a journaling card, or maybe you'd like to use it for a pocket. I have some book pages here, and I also have some fussy cuts for decorating. First, let's cover our index cards. So as I said, I want to use this side for journaling. So I'm going to turn my index cards over on the opposite side, which look really pretty too, I think. Using my glue stick, I'll apply my glue onto my index card, and then I'm going to use my wet glue along the edges. That way, it just glues down those edges. I'm not very good with the glue stick. Sometimes I miss those edges, so this just really helps me. Then I'll add my book page on top, and I'll do this to all of my cards. I'm going to make 4 of them, another mass make. So let me prepare my other 4 index cards. After gluing my book pages onto my index card, now I'm going to trim all of them out. Now I have my cards all trimmed out. I'm going to bring in some gesso. This is acrylic gesso, and it comes out really fast. I must remember that. So I'm going to add a little bit onto my glass mat. I'll pull this down so you can see. Try not to squeeze it too hard because it really comes out quickly. And I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to brush my book page just kind of here and there. I'm not going to totally cover it with gesso. I just want a little bit of the white to come through. I just want a little bit on my page. Now, and it looks like this. It's just muted in some areas. If you don't have gesso, that's okay. You could use something inexpensive like these little bottles of acrylic paint. This happens to be white. It's Apple Barrel brand. I'm going to place a little bit on my mat here. Won't take much. And I'll show you how this looks. It looks very much the same as the gesso. So you can still do this project if you don't have any gesso. You can buy smaller bottles of this at the Walmart store. You don't have to go to a craft store. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to finish my other 2 by just lightly brushing it. I don't want to get that in there. Brushing it just here and there. No rhyme or reason, just to give it a little bit of color. So this is the paint and this is gesso. You can't really tell the difference. If I didn't know, you would not know the difference between the 2 at all. I'll do my last one here. I don't want to waste this gesso. So I have a few more book pages over here, and I'm just going to use all this up and gesso this book page so that I'll have it if I need it. And a little bit of cleanup's needed now. I've cleaned up and it's given the gesso a chance to dry. This is also a good project to use if your book pages are a little brittle. These book pages are very old and they are a little brittle, so this project really is good for those types of pages. I'm going to round all 4 corners. Actually, I can probably put 2 of these together and do 2 at a time. If you ink, this is the time where you want to ink around both the front and the back. And also, if you want to sew your piece of ephemera on your machine, this is when you should take it to the machine and sew around the edge. 2 of these pieces I'll sew with the machine and 2 I'll leave plain. All right, so I sewed this one around a couple of times, and I sewed this one around once, and then these are going to be plain. So now let's talk about what we can use to decorate these. I actually thought it would be fun to bring in my stickers. I don't use them per se very often. I think I forget about them, but I thought, oh, this might be a great project to get them out and let's enjoy them. So let's see what will fit onto these. Now I am going to make my little index cards go the long way like this, but there's nothing to say that you can't make one like this. Actually, maybe we should make one going up and down. I could use one of these larger little stickers if I do that and give you some ideas on how you can transform your index cards into pieces that you can use as ephemera. Well, those are pretty cute on there, aren't they? All right, we'll do 2 tall like this, and then we'll use these going this way. All right, so let me get these back in my box. Put these up here, and I'll move these over here, and we can kind of look at what I have going on here. I've got some fussy cuts. That one's really pretty. You know, I do love those botanicals. Let's see, what else do I have? I have something like that. I pulled in lots of different things just so that you can see that you can use different things for this project. You don't have to use one certain thing. I thought maybe we can combine a couple of these together. Might be real fun. That's kind of pretty. I don't know that I have anything blue here. This is probably as blue as I have, the background. Well, that's different. I like that. All right. They all have botanical. Even this one is botanical. I'm just going to leave it like that because I really like those. I brought in some washi tape that might look really pretty on these because those are lavender. And I have my dish still from yesterday with some labels. It might be sweet to put labels on these. Just getting some ideas, seeing what might work. You can even maybe put a label right there in the middle of that one. Well, they all seem to have gotten labels. Now we're going to need a tab for these because they are index cards. So let's see if I have anything that's going to work with this or if I'm going to need to punch out some more. It kind of looks like I might need to punch out some more. Something that will work with the colors that I have. So that one might look cute on that one. There's a white one possibly for that. There's a green one. Could pop a green one on that one. And here's a coffee dyed one. Okay, we'll use that one. Now let's take these one at a time. I'll move these over. Let's take this one first. I'd like to just soften the edges of this fussy cut. Let's get our tab put on first. I think that's important so that we know where it's at. Now you can place it anywhere along the top that you wish. I think I'll add mine right here. Okay, well, that's pretty cute. And then we have our oval. And do I want all of this? How do I actually want this to be? I don't have to have that going up and down. I can put it at an angle, maybe something like that. All right, let me get this glued down. I have brought in my box of lace scraps, and let's see. This one's pretty cute. Oh, and here's this one. Let's pop these down, maybe something like that. Well, I think that's really cute. Let's look at my little teacup here. I think a little piece of bling will be perfect right up there on the tab. I've placed my tab on the left-hand side so that I'll be able to place this piece of lace on top, but I really want to add this label underneath the lace. I think that would be nice. So I'm going to add my glue onto my label and put it in place. And I'll need to glue my lace on top. I'm just going to do one side first and get that glued down. And then I'll just tack it on the bottom, little on top, and then along the side here. Then let's place our fussy cut right on there. I'm liking that. Because I'm going on top of the lace, I'm going to use my hot glue gun. I made a little bow using sari silk, and I ran my machine kind of in the middle of it. And I think it would be super cute on here, but I'm not sure how or where. Maybe right up there at the top. And then I'm going to tell my streamers of the bow where to go by adding just a little bit of glue and giving those streamers a little bit of movement like that. Now it needs a little something. Ooh, what's in my little teacup here? Maybe some flat back pearls? Perfect. Now here we go with those stickers. And they're not stickers. I thought they were stickers. They're not stickers, guys. They're fussy cuts. Well, if they're fussy cuts, I'm going to get my box back out because I really think I want to use stickers for at least one of them. I found a sticker that is a butterfly, the right color, but all these others are pretty small for this. So as you can see, it's been a while since I've been in this box, and I had forgotten that they were fussy cuts as well as stickers. They're kind of just mixed together. So I'm going to stick with this, but I am going to trim this up a little bit, and I'm going to take this yellow butterfly off. And I want to get down here a little closer to the stem. So we're changing it up just a little bit, and I'm going to need to ink this up a little bit, just very, very lightly. I don't want it to be so stark white. All right, I like that a little better. We're going to put the tab at the top. So let's just put the tab on the top right now. I like putting the tab on the top first because then you will know what you have to work with down below. And you're not going to accidentally put some of your decoration where the tag is going to go. And if we put the butterfly up there, actually let's put the butterfly over here and label maybe underneath like this. Give it a little weight down below. Do I want to add anything else to this? Let's grab that box back. See what we can find in here. Oh, I like that along the side. Let's put this aside here like this. And do I want to turn this so that this extra little piece is on the tag? I think so. Well, I'm calling it a tag because it's a tag shape, but you could actually glue this down on 3 sides and use it as a tuck spot too on your page. It's another thing. These are so versatile to have. Can you see that little bit of lace right there? I'm not going to tack it down. How high do I want this to go? I need room. for my butterfly. I could have the butterfly go up on that tab, or I could bring this down a little bit more. How about that? All right, let me get this glued down. So I've got my butterfly off its backing, and I'm just going to turn it. I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish it on the little sticker so it doesn't come off. Well, that's pretty cute. Do we want washi on this one somewhere? We added the lace. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of glue here because this washi's pretty old and I truly don't trust it. So let's just pop it on and then I'll trim off the end. I like that. I actually want some more washi. Yes, I like the washi up here as well as down below. It's not a sticker, but I want some more of this white to be removed. So I'm just going to go in. It allows that book page to show through a little better. We've got our label. I think I was thinking along the side, maybe on this side. And then do we want this butterfly? I don't know. We're going to need to get our tab on there. Let's get our tab on there first. That was what I said that we need to do first. One side's inked up, the other side isn't. I need to ink up my flowers too, so let me get this tab right on top. I think I'm actually going to put my book pages right side up, the words. All right, I want my flower to just barely grab the edge of this label. So I'm going to glue the flower on the label first. All right, with the two of them together, now I can kind of position them. And I'm thinking this is where the wider washi tape could come in. Maybe right down here. Oh, I think that's pretty. What do you think? I love that. All right, so washi tape first. Oh, I think that's pretty. Now this one definitely needs some flat back pearls. I really should have added some flat back pearls on the last one we did. Could put them at the top, or we could try the darker bling. Okay, I'm going to get that in position. I hope you're enjoying the 30-day challenge. I certainly am. Being with you every day, I so enjoy the companionship. Using our index cards and our book pages, we can transform them into tags, pockets, and tuck spots. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.